Good afternoon. I'm Wayne Kerford, and with me is Ray Madden, and we're at the finals of the fastball shootout at Conlon Farms. Ray, we've got two good teams in here.
Should be a great game, Wayne. Weather's good. Two really good teams ready to go at it here. They're not far from each other. They could have gone down the road and played this game, but they'd sooner come to beautiful downtown Perth.
That's true, and a little bit of an upset with Green Bay, upsetting the 1996 Tampa Bay team to reach this finals, and but we talked about them last weekend, and they came here for one thing, and that's they've done it. They've reached the final.
Yes, and some people might say it wasn't even that much of an upset, although they beat Zach. This Green Bay team is loaded. Tremendous hitting club, lots of pitching. Mike Pieknik, Michael White, and certainly they don't have to take a back seat to anybody when it comes to talent.
And then we have the Farm Tavern Madison from Madison, Wisconsin, which our last game that we just did was with this club. They're no slouch of a team either.
Nope, they're a real solid club as well. Got some Canadian players down there as well as in Green Bay, and certainly they'll be tough here. They played really well over the weekend. They seem to have lots of bats as well.
So it looks like we're almost set to go here on the diamond. As you can see, the teams are having their final meeting, the flip of the coin, and the Green Bay All Cars will be the home team. And leading off with the Farm will be at bat, and leading off for them is number 7, which I don't have on my list, but is Stephen King, famous author. Anyway, Neil's run a great tournament again this year, and everybody we have talked to are just amazed that the team, every year everybody keeps saying, how's he going to do it better, and he's done it again.
Well, this has been one of the best in a long time. Tremendous competition. Most of the games were really close, extra inning games, right down to the wire, so you couldn't ask for much better fastball, and the weather today is great, so the fans are getting their money's worth.
Well, with no stranger to the mound out there is if you can talk to us about this pitcher that's on the mound for the Green Bay team.
Mike Pieknik out here from BC, a national team member, one of the best left-handers in the world, and he just finished beating Darren Zach and the Tampa Bay team. And he's going to go again here, but that's nothing new for Mike. He's thrown a lot of ball in over the years, and he certainly is one of the top pitchers, as I mentioned, anywhere in the world.
Excuse me. Anyway, we seen him pitch last night. Ronnie Harrison and I did the game last night here, and he just pitched a great game here last night.
He's got great speed and great movement. Being a left-hander, of course, gives him a little bit of an advantage, too. Hitters are not as familiar with left-handers. They don't see quite as many of those. But he's got everything, all the pitches, good rise, good drop, good off-speed, curveball. He can do it all.
So, like I said, leading off for the Farm, and we're underway here, Ray, will be Stephen King. And we're off and ready to go, Ray. First pitch by Pieknik is high for a ball.
High, rise ball inside. Try to get him to chase one, but King, as most leadoff hitters are, tend to be pretty disciplined.
Now he's going to, I found with the pitchers in this tournament, they first round through here, the first inning or so until they get into that groove. Sometimes now if he just pitched, though. He
takes a while. He's just throwing a game, but we saw this morning where that didn't seem to help Frank Cox for Owen Sound.
Foul ball. Good shot down the line. If that could have been trouble right off the bat for them.
In fact, I thought it might have, the first baseman might have even ticked that with his glove, but I'm sure he's not going to come in and tell Teddy that.
He's not going to say no. Bet they get caught with his little change-up on that.
Yes, through the change, at least he fooled him enough that he was out in front and pulled it foul. But it looked as if he was almost looking for that one. Some of these good hitters will sit on a pitch and wait for him to throw it.
Well, I imagine these two clubs have faced each other somewhere along the line
Oh,
this
yes.
year.
In fact, both these clubs being down in the same area, Madison, Wisconsin, and Green Bay, so they have no doubt played each other this year already.
Now batting for the Farm Tavern will be Hildebrand. Tim Hildebrand plays infield for this club. Bednick set to deliver. One down. He looks like he's firing hard, Ray.
Rise ball at the inside. He's just getting warmed up today. A lot of these pitchers of this caliber, sometimes their second or third game are their best in the same day.
A little bobble, but no problem with him getting out of it.
Good arm from the third baseman. Even though he bobbled it, he was able to throw him out without any difficulty there.
That's a big, tall first baseman. Brent Rubley, the big, tall first baseman. In the last game that we did, he just made a super stretch.
Right.
To get it out.
These guys are all good athletes, and they have to be to play at this level.
As we talked about before, the last time you and I did it, we were talking most of this club here has probably got a fair amount. An easy play by the second baseman, which is a familiar name to everybody in the area with Michael White, I believe.
Yeah, Michael White is a great pitcher, New Zealander. He's not starting this one. Brad Baker, Canadian from Oshawa, Ontario, is starting this one, but no doubt they'll have the other pitchers ready to go if they need them.
This is going to be an interesting game. I think the last game that we did, the game just before that, that's why they let the Paul Algar go the whole game.
Yes.
He pitched a good game the last game too. He had a little trouble in the first inning, but settled down and then pitched a great game from there.
I haven't seen Baker this weekend yet. He may have pitched a game, but
I believe he pitched the first game of the tournament for the Farm.
Certainly, he has a lot of experience pitching senior ball for Oshawa for many years, pitching for the Gators behind Darren Zach. And he's pitched in New Zealand, I believe, in a few off seasons. And he's been around as well. His father was a great fastball coach and promoter of fastball in Oshawa for many years, great junior teams. And Boomer Baker was his name, B&B Sports Club, and they still sponsor the Oshawa Juniors.
So this game should go pretty quick here with both these pitchers. They're both quick workers.
Right. It shouldn't take too long if they're both on their game and the defenses are good. But there's a lot of good bats in the lineups too. So
this year I've noticed in this tournament, it seems that they're getting the bat on the ball more in this year than they have in the past. You alluded to that the other night. Maybe it's a change in the rules on the pitching that they have to come direct at the batter.
Yes, it may be affecting the pitchers a little bit, but I haven't noticed they're not calling it real close here. They did in the first game of the tournament, but they seem to have relaxed since that. But the pitchers are aware that they're being watched a little more closely this year.
And but I just noticed that the bat seems to be on the ball a little more in this tournament than it has in the past years that we've been here.
Well, you've got a lot of quality hitters here, and a lot of them are just trying to make contact a lot of the time because they realize you got to get people on base and then hope somebody can hit one in the hole. Leadoff hitter here, Brian Patton, great Canadian player here for the Gators, Owen Sound, and now in Green Bay. Great leadoff hitter. Played in the national team, center fielder.
Nice to have that option to use him as a leadoff.
Great experience. Can run, makes contact. Very smart ball player.
He can just about do anything. I'm sure that when his playing career is over, he's going to end up coaching someplace. He seems to be a leader.
Surprised. People might remember him here a few years ago. He made the great catch out in center field to save the game for Brad Underwood.
Yes, I remember that.
Off Sorensen, I believe it was. Hit the ball, and Patton went up and got it.
And now they're teammates.
That's right. Some of these guys move around.
Sean Ryan check up to bat here for the All Cars.
Later on, we'll be seeing another great Canadian, Adam Smith, former Gator player and Owen Sound player as well.
A lot of Gator players in this tournament.
Quite a few of them between Green Bay and Tampa Bay.
And even the Farm with Baker being a pass.
Right. Decatur also had one or two of them.
So they spread themselves out fairly good, but they mostly ended up on two teams, Tampa Bay and this Green Bay club.
Yes. Well, they're two of the powerhouses, and certainly the good players tend to gravitate to those strong teams.
Yes, because they've been together so long, they can pull each other together.
That's right. Got the outside corner there, a rising curveball.
1-1 count to Patton. Baker set to deliver. Stands back and fouls it back.
Baker seems to have lots of snap on the ball, good movement.
But just missed our mic up here. As I was informed from the trailer, and it didn't miss the mic in there. And
getting a little few of the sound effects here.
Yeah. Baker set to deliver. Must be fun for these guys to play against each other. Ooh, that was quite a pitch. Sitting back here.
That was a drop ball. I think he turned that one over, and it looked a bit like a drop screwball.
That would have been tough to hit if it was coming down.
Tough to hit.
Patton ready to gets a good piece of it. Hits it right to the left fielder.
Good shot, but right at the left fielder.
So 2 down here. And coming up is Mark Shannon.
Mark
Sorensen, sorry.
Catcher, great hitter out of New Zealand, one of the all-time top fastball players in the world in recent years.
Able to make contact when he's up there.
He makes contact, and he can play long ball.
The wind has sort of died down here. It could be one of those days out here.
Yesterday he would have had one out of here, I think, if it hadn't been for the wind.
First one's in there for a strike. Baker's
not wasting any time. He's not wasting a lot of pitches either. He's throwing a lot of strikes, which could be a problem for him.
But he's well aware of these hitters, so he'll...
Threw an off-speed pitch there and fooled Sorensen.
Little joking, shoving back and forth here. Like I said, they may be playing each other, but they have a good time while they're doing it.
These guys know each other pretty well.
Winner of this will take home $6,000 plus the
$6,000.
a little push one out. So 1, 2, 3 inning. That was a little check swing. I don't
Got
think
him
he
off
really
balance there. Check swing. Pitch was a little high. Didn't want that one, but couldn't get the bat out of the way.
So after 1 inning of play here, it's the Farm Tavern, Madison, Wisconsin, no runs, and Green Bay All Car, no runs. Great shot of the park here, Ray. Just a great facility. The stands are full for this one.
Yes, great crowd here, and of course the weather is just beautiful for fastball. This has got to be one of the better crowds in years here. And they're being treated to some of the best fastball as well, with a lot of evenly matched clubs here, best in the world.
Well, we get to see some of the fans that are sitting up in here. I'm sure that they're see some more as they pan the shot. Get to see some more. Get down into the Farm's back or dugout there. See the They got them everywhere here, Ray. They got them in behind us. They got them in behind them and right out through.
They're hanging from the rafters here.
That's just down by our sky cam.
I think Pieknik is trying to hit that mic.
I think so. It's sort of not hanging the way it used to here anyway.
Target practice there.
So yes, Pieknik's been using our mic here for
practicing his rise ball.
So that first inning went fairly quick. I imagine it's going to be like the way through this.
3 up, 3 down type of inning here, but that's to be expected too with the caliber of pitching and defense that you see out there. I'm sure we'll see a few base runners before it's over.
So
good hitter here, Tim Wall.
Tim Wall,
power hitter.
And I'm sure Pieknik's aware of that.
Oh yes, I'm sure he knows him very well.
So he fouls that one back and out of play. And fools him on a...
There's some of the off-speed pitch here.
Oh, the guy like Pieknik is, we've talked before, he throws so hard that it's very difficult to stay off those pitches.
And when he's got a good off-speed like that, it makes that fastball look twice as fast.
Goes one outside, trying to make him chase it.
Yeah, these guys like to use the whole plate. They don't throw very much right down the pipe.
If they do, it's usually by mistake.
That's right. And most of these hitters are mistake hitters.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. Something happened and knocks it down. I don't think he'll have a play.
Can't make a play on it, but he kept it in the infield.
Save the extra base situation.
Yeah, I think we'd have to give him a single on that one. Tough play out there, but he kept them from getting any extra bases.
So Brian Marte is now batting for the Farm Tavern.
And we'll see if they go to the bunt here. This probably will be a close game, so
yes,
move them over.
One run's going to almost cut him off the...
Could see some textbook fastball here with these two clubs.
Did you bring your ball club up to watch this? We talked about that before.
I don't know if many were able to make it today, but certainly they were here yesterday and saw some pretty good ball.
Yes, it was. That game that we did there was, like you said, textbooks. Did he offer? Yep. He got the call.
And he says he went after it.
Umpiring, like he said, has just been great here this week, and very few real serious controversies.
Right. Something
happened in the last game, Ray, that we did here. They were walking, I believe it was Tim or Chase in the last game. And they kept calling it outside, and it slipped out of his hand, went across the plate for a strike. If he hadn't been set up at all.
Chase didn't hit it?
No, he was kind of... But I said normally,
surprised.
like you said, it was mistakes like that. So...
strikeout here for Pieknik.
And coming to bat is number 13.
Big stick, Jody Henniger. He's also a pitcher and tremendous hitter.
They even have him listed as a DH, so he's...
Right, Jody pitched on Friday here, and he may have done some other pitching, but he's a tremendous hitter. He's also from BC. He and Pieknik, I believe, have played together for many years.
So they're well aware of each other, so they'll... A little bunt down. Got him at first. Advanced the runner down with 2 out.
Little confusion there. Somebody was yelling 2. They thought he had a shot at second base on that, but Pieknik decided to go to first.
Adam Smith made a great play just to
right.
hang on to that. Good ball player, though. Just a... Of course, looking around this Green Bay club, I don't think there's any slouches on this club.
No, there's no weak spots in that lineup, offensively or defensively.
Coming to bat is Lonnie Smith.
I believe that's Lonnie Swan.
Or Lonnie Swan, sorry.
If I read my my
well,
writing.
my glasses are getting fogged up or dusted up here, I think.
A little dusty in here.
So Lonnie Swan is set to receive his first pitch. Hits it well.
Right at him.
Easy play.
Yeah, he had the runner in scoring position. He hit the ball hard, but right at the shortstop.
So after 1.5, we have a 0-0
No
tie.
score.
As we said, this could be a very low scoring game.
This could be a fast game. But then again, it could be 14 innings.
Yes.
I don't think most of the fans would object to that here in this beautiful weather and beautiful setting at Conlon Farm.
Well, the weather's been, this has been a great day for ball. Just about the right temperature and
Absolutely.
very enjoyable to watch.
Not too hot. Yesterday was a little cool, but this is ideal.
For both players and spectators.
Exactly. And we've got big Colin Abbott, again, one of the top 2 or 3 hitters in the world today. He's out of Newfoundland, member of the Canadian national team, playing for Green Bay the last couple of years.
That's
Tremendous
quite a combination, having Sorensen and then Abbott coming at you. That's got to be a little...
That's nerve-wracking for pitchers.
For Green Bay, the bottom of the second inning, right fielder, number 20, Colin Abbott.
So Baker's got his job cut out for him right off the bat in this inning.
Yes, he doesn't want to give this guy anything good. This is the kind of guy you don't want to make that mistake against.
Yes. Or you find yourself downtown.
Or the people out in the right field bleachers will have a softball out there.
I think I've seen him hit a couple of times. In fact, I think he did hit homer out of here. About one of the games that we did.
There aren't many parks he's played in that he hasn't hit a ball out of.
Baker wanted that pitch.
Yeah, he going inside, of course, as you do with the big hitters. You don't want them to get those arms extended. Try and jam him. But he didn't jam him, and there it goes.
Well, you called it, Ray. That was it.
He got all of that one.
John, here to here. You called it. Colin Abbott. Home run. Scores the first run of this final game.
That was one of those mistakes that Brad Baker wishes he could have that one back.
Well, he was a little... He wanted that call on that first pitch. And
Exactly.
He
was inside, and then he made the mistake. He threw that one right over the heart of the plate. And Abbott usually crushes those.
That was right at dead over center field.
That was about
And
75, 80 feet, I'd say, over that fence. And that's a big field.
Well, it cleared all those people standing there. They didn't even move, so high five pop-up gone out of here. Little bunt try by me.
They thought it was part of the spaceship mirror.
That was well tagged on to.
I think it was on a line for the Perth water tower there.
Well, the center fielder didn't move very much on
No,
that.
they just turned and watched it.
Come on, Thomas. Come on, Thomas.
Good pitch. Down low.
I'm surprised that Baker didn't throw all drops to Abbott as well, because anything up with him is very dangerous.
Well, maybe it was a mistake anyway.
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
I think Brad would be the first one to tell you that was a mistake.
So Baker's set to deliver to McKee. This is the New Zealander, I believe.
I believe he is. Thomas McKay.
He's been around there for a while. Gets him
And
over to the catcher.
He's going to get on base here on a pass ball. Pitch was down in the dirt, hard to handle. But that's a tough way to let him get on now after a home run. And then you got to face Adam Smith, one of the best contact hitters and fastball, and a great base runner as well.
Yes, if you get him on base, he can be trouble out there. He's got great speed.
He and McKay both, I believe, the best two sets of wheels probably on this team.
He called him the strike. He offered.
And they're going for more here. They're trying to bunt him over.
Bunt him over. And, well, like he said, in this game, one run is very important, but take all you can get.
Exactly. And they have another big stick coming after him in Atkinson.
Yes, this whole lineup is.
It's.
You really
there
can't
isn't
see
much
there's
relief.
a soft spot here anywhere.
Come on, Eddie.
So,
Come on, Eddie. Hey, push one through,
Adam
Justin.
Smith waiting for
Come on.
Baker's delivery. Little off-speed pitch. Tried to butt it down. Just missed the.
Just out of the reach of the third baseman. Great effort, but he was charging on the bunt and was he was trying to bunt it over his head anyway, but he bunted it foul.
Smith's the type of hitter that'll take anything or anything you get.
Great,
He'll take advantage.
great
of it.
bat control too. He can place that ball. He's not going to just bunt it. He'll try and put it in a specific place.
Swinging away on that pitch. Got a piece of
And
it.
he can hit the mistakes out of the park too. He's
Yes,
a
he
complete
can.
package.
It's nice to have those type of people in your lineup.
Yes, he never has any trouble finding a place to play.
No. Little trouble. Got him at second base.
Close call.
Close call. Two gone. And
Come on, Ray. Come on.
believe
Keep
we
it
have
out here, Big Daddy. Keep it out
One
here.
out here with Smith on first base.
Come on, Sarge. Come on. Come on, Sarge.
Got on the fielder's choice there as the shortstop, although he might have had trouble getting Smith anyway at first base after he bobbled the ball.
You don't want to do that with him.
Now you give Smith a step and he's going to be hard to get.
Come on, Sarge.
You might see him running here too, and this they may try and steal second.
Yes, you can't, like you say, with his speed.
And another power hitter at the plate here. Or if he even starts Smith and this guy hits one in the gap, Smith will score all the way from first base.
He originally started out, didn't he start out with Oshawa?
He's well.
Or not Oshawa, oh.
And got a little inside there on Atkinson. Adam Smith is from the Binbrook area, which is around Hamilton. We played against him in junior back in the early 80s, and he was a pitcher as well as infielder. We played them in the All-Ontarios a few times. Binbrook had a great junior team.
One out. Left fielder, number 7, Terry.
Another speedster on this club.
Yes, Chalice can, surprisingly, not very big, but he can hit for power as well as average and really motor on the bases.
Baker's having a tough inning here.
Yes, this could be a problem if he gives up another run here. It's going to be tough. Some action starting in the Madison bullpen.
Come on, Charlie.
It's down there. Shot at Chalice. Bat up high. Fouls one back to the bench.
Again, you have a couple of teammates going at it here. Baker and Chalice from the Toronto Gators the last few years.
Yep. So we're going Baker here, having a tough inning with these guys. I think the home run has seemed to bother them a little more than.
And that will tend to throw you off, but pitcher with Baker's experience, he's got to put that one behind him. He can't do anything about that now. You got to worry about the present situation here.
Come on, Shelly, work hard. Come on, Steve. Come on.
His teammates giving Chalice a little looking if he does get it, hits it into the hole. Oh.
And they get Smith third. Good play by Baker.
Got over, get the lead runner, so takes a little of the pressure off.
Right, that helps. Still have a runner in scoring position, but this guy can't run near as well as Smith.
Player, number 45, Matt Conley.
Matt
2 out
Conley.
now.
The brother combination on this team, I believe, with Matt and Chris Conley playing for this club.
He's the DP today. Again, he can hit the ball for power.
I don't, like you said, I don't think there's many spots in this club that can't hit it for. Shot to the shortstop
Him at
and
second.
out of the inning.
Yes, and that lineup is just a question of some guys hit a little harder than others. They all hit it hard.
Nice thought when you're a pitcher out there, or the other club playing it. So after 2 innings, the score is 1-0 for
Nothing.
Bay
The
on a home run by
Colin Abbott,
Colin.
but Baker was fortunate to escape there, giving off that leadoff home run. Could have been a lot worse there. They had some other guys on base as well.
Sorensen. You can see some of the fans, the stands are pretty full up there, Ray.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Coldwell Banker staff.
See a shot at the Farm dugout.
Your last chance to get a ticket for today's final.
Good shot at Begley.
Counting on your support, make this drawing in excess of $600. A reminder that all of the proceeds are donated to the Big Brothers Big
Well,
Sisters.
Neil, where all his proceeds going to it is 50-50. He's hoping to get the last 50-50 over $600 here.
They've run up some pretty good 50-50s here today and over the weekend, and certainly it's the money goes to a good cause, so it's good to see people supporting that.
Yes, the whole town's got right behind it. Now batting for the Trent Rubley. Rubley? Oh,
We
yeah.
got here Chris Dellerwall.
I'm going
I
off.
believe that may be the wrong pronunciation, but the left fielder here for Madison, Wisconsin.
Number 27 is Chris Delaware. I have him listed here on my program. He's Trent.
Change the numbers on us.
That happens quite often in these. So 2 quick innings here.
Yes, up and down.
2 balls to Chris. Pietnik set to deliver. 3 balls to
Pietnik having a little problem here, finding the range. Madison would certainly like to get a guy on here to lead off.
And right now they take any way they can to get him. Good
Exactly.
pitch.
He was trying to go downtown there. Pietnik came right up the pipe with that one.
That was quite a swing. Definitely your downtown swing.
This is his downtown swing.
And works his way into a walk.
It's the walk.
Shortstop, 19, Boyd Goldman.
So, Craig Boyd
Dolman here. Could see some action here now as Madison wants to get something going here. They may have the bunt on here.
Shortstop for this, the Farm Tavern from Madison, Wisconsin. Pops it up on the bunt try.
And he made the cardinal error in bunting. Of course, Pieknik, as most smart pitchers will, threw him a rise when he knows there's a bunt situation. It's hard to bunt that rise. Popped it up, and that's exactly what you don't want to happen. Got to leave those high ones alone.
And now batting for Stephen King.
Back to the top of the order here.
So first pitch is to strike to Stephen King. Man on for the Farm, hoping to advance him.
Well, they still might try and move him over here. Tight ball game. You don't need many runs. And he gets it down.
Only play is the first.
Good play.
2 down, advances the runner. It is what he was supposed to do.
That's what he was supposed to do. Good bunt, got it on the ground. So 2 out, they've got the man in scoring position.
See the runner on second base. He'll be going on any hit with this 2 down. Tim Hildebrand, the batter here in the top of the 3rd inning.
And they'd like to get at least a single here to score that run, tie things up.
Yes. Like you said, runs are going to come at a premium in this
I think it may be tough to score runs here, although Green Bay had some men on last inning, and
they may be just starting. That's
either team can certainly score in bunches, but it's usually tough against these pitchers.
Good pitch, foul off, back into the catcher.
Pieknik bringing some heat there.
And he can throw heat too.
He can really throw.
Good shot of him on the mound.
But the ideal build for a pitcher. Tall and lanky.
Good pitch down there. 2 strikes to the batter. Good shot of the everybody on the moves.
Everybody's set here, knowing their role defensively. In case he would try to drag bunt to get on.
Pitchers like this, you try to get on
any way you can.
Foul back.
Even at the expense of sometimes getting hit.
Yes. Anyway, any shape, any form. Take one for the team. I think that's where that saying came from. It was nice to see them honoring Dave Dixie and yourself, and
had Vince Daly and Roger Hodgkinson.
I hardly recognized him when I played ball against him. He was a little larger than that.
Slimmer than he used to be when they called him Big Hodgie.
Yep.
It was a great honor to be included in that group. Great ball players and athletes and workers for the game of fastball in Eastern Ontario.
Well, my congratulations. It's well deserved, Ray.
Well, thank you, Wayne.
The amount of work that it takes to do those things.
Well, it's been a labor of love. Keeps me out of trouble in the summertime.
Also can keep you away from home too sometimes in these things.
Unfortunately, it does that. I have to.
But that's the hazard.
I have to thank my wife and family for their support over the years.
Well, like I said, Ray, it's well deserved. I know the work that you do, and you've done. As far as Smith Falls almost lost all its fastball down there, and you've revived it and brought it back into being.
Well, it's a tough battle these days. It's a different world out there.
I can. So doing battle up here right now.
Real battle going here. Hildebrandt and Pieknik.
Like I said, last game I did, or Ronnie and I did, he was pitching. He just got better as the game went on.
He has a tendency to do that. He had a couple of years there where he seemed to have some injuries and so on. It wasn't as sharp as I'd seen him a few years ago, but he looks really good this year. He looks like he's back in top form.
Well, I was very impressed with him the other night down there. He was just...
He was considered one of the certainly top 2 or 3 left-handers in the world the last few years, along with people like Brad Underwood.
Yes, Brad pitched very little down in this tournament, and Hildebrand battles him for a walk.
Good at bat by Hildebrand, works him for a walk.
Number 3, Brent Rubley.
Number 3 hitter here, which usually means that he's your best all-around hitter.
This is the man you'd look up in this situation.
This is the classic confrontation here. Great hitter, great pitcher. Runner in scoring position.
First pitch.
And he wasn't getting cheated there. He was going right for the downs.
Come on, Pack.
So first pitch goes to Getnick. Hits it
And he
into a
scores
hole.
it.
Did his job, tied up the game.
Tie ball game.
Let's get it up. Come on now.
Clutch hit 2 with 2 out. Tie game at top of the 3rd with 1.
Come on now, let's go. Come on, why are we doing this now?
And this guy can hurt you too, as you said.
He's a very good hitter as well.
Tim Wall, catcher. I had Gary Daglish with me doing one the game. You can't say anything against a catcher when you have Gary here.
Pieper, being an old catcher there, he's got to stick with the catchers.
Told me they had the best eye and had the most knowledge on any ball club.
Well, we'd expect Beep to say that. There are other people that say catchers are the guys that put on the that catcher's equipment, sometimes referred to as the tools of ignorance.
Yes, Gary was a fine catcher too in his day. One of the best that was around here.
Great catcher, great hitter.
So, Getnick ready to deliver. Being careful with this hitter.
Yes, he's in the spot out there now. Runner in scoring position. Good hitter at the plate.
No action in their bullpen yet.
And that ball is hit hard.
Out of here. And Wall takes him out of the ballpark.
Took him downtown, right center field. Shows you the power that Wall has.
How quickly the game changes.
Exactly.
Getnick was cruising along, not too much trouble.
He was. As you say, it shows you how quickly it can change. One mistake. And these guys, a lot of them are mistake hitters. Give them a fat one and they'll deposit it on the wrong side of the fence.
Again, that was down through dead center.
Threw that one down the heart of the plate, up the letters, and Wall got all of it.
Brian Marti up to bat now.
A 4-1 score here now, all of a sudden.
Those are 3 big runs.
Yes, Brad Baker, no doubt, is shaking his hand on the bench there.
Yes, got him out of a deep hole. sure Pietnik is not exactly happy about that pitch.
That may have shaken him up a little bit out there.
I noticed right after it was hit, he had a little chit-chat with his catcher back here. There may be some crossing up from some of the signals that are going back and forth, which is unusual with Sorensen.
Right.
I mean, they've caught each other and played with each other so long, I would think.
Yes, they've been playing together the last couple of years there, and Sorensen's a great catcher. Of course, not unusual for a pitcher to want to blame somebody else.
He blows 3 strikes by him, so.
Big inning for Madison.
So after 2.5, score is
4-1.
4-1 for the Madison, Wisconsin, the Farm Tavern from down there. So Green Bay's got their got a job cut out for them here. Of course, they do have the bats in this.
They have the bats to come back and make a contest. So what started out as a pitcher's duel might turn out to be a hitter's duel before it's over.
Which doesn't happen very often.
Not very often in this level, but these pitchers have all done a lot of work here this weekend, so they may be tiring a little bit. The hitters are catching up to them.
So we're sitting there, let's get a crowd, some of the people that are here. Back out to our center field, you'll see our overhead camera in place up there, the most exciting place in that place, or in this ball field to be.
Leading off the Green Bay in the bottom of the 3rd inning is the center fielder, number 21, Brian Patton.
So leading off for the Green Bay Elk is Brian Patton.
Top of the order here, great leadoff hitter, Brian Patton.
I'm sure
and
Brian
I certainly would like to get a couple of guys on here and set the table for Sorensen and Abbott again.
They'd be happy. And Brian is the type to get on.
Ex-teammates again here, Baker and Patton from the Gators, going at it.
Just took that little off-speed pitch and punched it into a hole.
Patton may have been sitting waiting for that, thinking that sooner or later he was going to throw one of those. Just punched it through. That's the kind of hitter he is, and now he's on bases. He's very dangerous.
Well, you don't fool a veteran player like Patton very often on those. Worst he'll do is stay off it altogether. But
that's right.
man on, first leadoff hitter for the Green Bay team. Throws anyway down the line. A little laugh between each other. Didn't expect him to throw that, I don't think.
He threw that one off his knees and it didn't take him long to get it down there. Just in case.
Come on now, let's go. Come on,
We're looking here to advance the runners, so this is Sean Raychuk.
On Raychuk
For the fouls one back. Back into the field in behind us here. Good shot from our center field camera. Looks easy to hit from there, Ray.
Yes, a little easier than in the batter's box.
Good pitch
Good
down.
pitch at the knees.
See the way there's. Punches it up the middle.
Good piece of hitting here. Good base running as Patton goes all the way to third.
Patton didn't have any
No intention of stopping at second.
No. So, nobody out. Man on first and third for the Green Bay All Cars. And Mark Sorensen at the plate.
And we're into an interesting situation. More action in the bullpen for Madison because you're facing Sorensen and Abbott here. Two of the best hitters in fastball. Abbott showed us last time why he's one of the best.
And you can't afford to make a mistake, like you said, with either one of these
Either
guys.
one of these guys.
First pitch is down
Good
low.
pitch. Outside corner low. Hard to do much with that one. Sorensen will look for something up a little more that he can drive.
He'll do whatever he has to do if he can score this run.
Exactly.
Down
Chased a
low.
drop ball.
Got chasing him. Good pitch. As you've seen from the center. With this shot here, you get an idea what that ball does do.
Lots of movement.
Fouls it down. Usually this final game has been, traditionally it's been a high scoring game.
Yes, by that time sometimes the pitchers are a little tired and the hitters start to catch up with them.
Sorensen ready. Stays off that pitch.
Good eye in there.
As Gary Dagley should say, that's because he's a catcher.
And he
Hits it into a hole. It's gonna be
scores a
tough
run.
play. Got him at first.
Got him
but
at
he does-
first, but he scored a run.
So 1 out here, and they're going to have a little conversation at the mound to see what they're going to do with Mr. Abbott.
An example of Patton's good base running there by advancing to third on that last play. He was in position to score on that. A lot of base runners might not have made it past second on that
No, would have been
outfield hit.
up. He just put his head down. He had no intention of stopping there. But again, that's a veteran. He knows where that ball is going. So Mr. Baker, I'm sure, will not throw the same pitch to Mr. Abbott.
I don't think he'll see anything up above the knees.
You're right. He's keeping it down low. As usual, Rick.
He doesn't want a repeat performance.
No. Especially now, or we could be a tie ball game.
Right on the outside corner, that was almost in dangerous territory.
Little change up on there. I think it caught him a little flat-footed
He
on
was
that
a
one.
little out in front.
He's staying.
As you can see, Tim Wall, the catcher, is set up on that outside corner, and he's not going to see anything inside that he can pull.
Not unless he makes a mistake.
Unless
like
it's a
you said.
mistake.
He's just trying to paint that edge.
He's on the edge, just a little low. Gives you an idea of the control also of these pitchers throwing with that velocity and such good control. And when you get behind Abbott, you don't want to give in to him. It's better to walk him. He's not going to hurt you
They got
with
the open base
first
anyway.
base open. He's not going to hurt you on the bases as much as he will with the stick.
And Thomas McKay up to bat for this team.
The shortstop.
Not quite the long ball threat as some of these guys in the order, but still a
No,
threat
he's
to punch it in the hole.
contact hitter, though, which is great to have here with that runner in scoring position. Single will score him.
First
Good
pitch
pitch.
to a strike.
At the knees. A lot of drop balls now from Baker.
Keep it down, keep it low, keep it in the park.
You see the drop and the off speed. There it is. That scores the run.
And so we have another one-run ball.
Great game for the fans. Lots of action, lots of hitting. Some people don't like those pitchers' duels.
Now a little chit-chat, everybody going out to the mound.
Could see a change coming here, I would imagine.
And Abbott doing the same as Soros and not holding up at second. He was
Right.
He was going for third all the way.
All the way around to third, and
with McKay.
Makia there.
Makia.
Makia. I believe he's a New
He's,
Zealander. Good ball player.
I wouldn't be surprised if he takes off.
Yes, with the runner at third here, he may try and draw the throw. They're bringing in Jody Henniger here.
We see they're going to make a pitching change, so we'll have a warm-up session here. So we'll take a break in the action here and return to Conlon Park in a moment.
This game is sponsored in part by Hershey Canada, the makers of O. Henry. Check out this family trio: O. Henry Original, O. Henry Peanut Butter, and O. Henry Chocolate Fudge. Hershey Canada, makers of the complete line of O. Henry chocolate bars and other favorites, and proud sponsors of Shaw Cable 10's coverage of the 1997 Perth Fast Pitch Shootout.
Well, in our break in the action, Adam Smith has just punched one out into left field and scored another run for the
Adam
All
Smith,
Cars.
yes, great hitter that he is. Made contact, first pitch, and drilled it left field. Score another run.
Ray, when we were in break, you said he's going to just make contact here someplace.
Well,
and
he's an excellent contact hitter. Good bat control man.
now on base with the All Cars. He's got great speed at second and first. So
Yeah, you got a couple of speedsters here, and you got Atkinson who can give it a ride.
pass ball.
Pass ball gives them a free base.
So
Big inning for Green Bay. This could turn into a real slugger's battle before it's over. I think the pitchers are tired.
Well, like I said, it wouldn't be the first one here. We've seen that happen before here. It's
Well, you
predicted
got,
a tight game, and it all
So
hell
many
broke.
quality hitters on these two teams. Henniger tends to keep the ball down.
Not give them. I'm wondering if he's pitched yet today too. I would imagine with the amount of
He
games.
threw
that
earlier in the tournament, but he's a great hitter himself and good pitcher as well.
they passed along the truck that was a catcher that hit that home run. I don't know where that's coming from. Gary must be back in the truck there. Wall is a catcher too, I believe, isn't he? Listed, is it?
Yes, the home run for Madison was by the catcher.
Yeah.
Wall,
Yeah.
Tim Wall.
Tim Wall. But that's what Gary Daglish just gave back to the truck and to make sure we knew that it was a catcher.
Gary was saying that another catcher got lucky.
Good comeback. I like that. Little cat and mouse game going on here between hitter and pitcher. And he's walked him. He's down to first base.
And then he works him for a walk here.
So now
Bases are loaded.
And Terry Chalice coming to the plate.
Chalice, another good contact hitter. Gonna have a pinch runner here.
We're going to have a pinch runner here coming in.
A little more speed here at first.
For Green Bay, running in place of Atkinson, number 12, Marty Becker.
Marty Becker's moved down to first base. I imagine that'll be a re-entered situation. Green Bay, like you said, are not one of those clubs that you can, don't care how many runs you got on them.
You give them an opening, they'll come back and hurt you. A lot of speed on the bases here, too, if he hits a gapper.
Jody Henniker's got quite a job looking for him. And they
scores the run.
There's the run. So did what he was supposed to do out there.
And they get the out at first, but no chance on the runner coming home.
Jody Henniker had a tough job coming in here.
The 2-out, the designated player, number 25, Matt Conley.
5-4. So the All Car has taken a 1-run lead and still batting. Pops one up. Maybe trouble. Maybe trouble. Yeah.
That was a tough one. He got turned around on it.
Got turned around, and there's still a little breeze up there, so. It's got to, so. Matt
Colney up here, I believe it is.
Got a break on that play.
He did. And he may make them pay for that.
Yes. Good pitch down low.
Drop ball here.
Not happy with himself after going after that one.
You can do it, this one here. You can do it here. Come on. Hey, come on, Matty. You can do it here, Matty. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on.
Get a good look at Matt at the plate. And stands in
Got him on the inside corner.
So Jody's come in a tough situation.
He got them out of there with less damage than they might have had.
Pietnik going back to the mound for the All-Car team.
Re-entering Mike Pietnik here.
Madison, 2 runners left on base. After 3 complete innings of play, Green Bay 5, Madison 4.
So Green Bay has come back with 4 runs to go ahead again in this game, 5-4.
Right.
And left 2 men on.
Turned into an offensive battle.
Yes. Pietnik can settle it down, though, and shut you down in a hurry.
If he can get back in his rhythm here. He's got to be breathing a little bit easier than he was
Look at this.
last inning.
This girl's got the best seat right here in the house. On the bench with the Farm Club. More people in there. See our band in the background. Stands are just full. See the umpires going back to their position, so we're ready to go here.
Great crowd being treated to a great offensive display here by a lot of great hitters.
And like you said, a lot of people come to see this. Hopefully,
yes, a lot of people don't like to see the 1-0 pitchers duel. They like to see a little action, a little hitting. Certainly getting it in this game.
First batter up is Joni Henniger.
Henniger, who's a great hitter as well.
Just came in from the new pitcher in this game. First pitch is down low. Henniger would sure like to get on base to help his cause here a little bit.
And he's a type of hitter as well. You don't want to make a mistake with him or he'll lose it.
Wearing number lucky 13.
Not superstitious anyway.
High
Little
fly.
too high.
I think it hasn't got enough to get out of here. Caught him right back at the warning
Wanted
track.
that one and got under it a little.
It was not quite the mistake.
It was close.
It was close, yeah.
He got just a little bit more. That was gone.
Number 34, Lonnie Swan. The batter. Little high.
Sorensen checking his glove here as that rise ball got away on him. Looked like it
Nothing usually
almost
gets
went
by.
through.
Soren is a veteran catcher. A little
That's trouble.
punch, that's going to be trouble. Is going to drop in there for a single. He reached out for a little bit of that, didn't get it.
He jammed him a little bit. It was up the handle, but he's a strong enough hitter that he was able to muscle it over the shortstop.
But drops in for a base hit, so we have Swan on first base with Chris Delawell up the bat. Bieknik continues to struggle a little bit here, Rick.
He's not quite as sharp as he was earlier.
Of course, every time we say that, he comes back and not showing bunt. 1-1 count to the batter.
He might try and move him over.
Takes a good cut at that. I guess the bunt's not on there.
No question about bunting there.
Must figure he must. One ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Fouls one back. And we'd like to thank the Hershey people for their support this weekend here at the vault. As you know, it's a little costly value. And Ron Harrison has been sampling the chocolate back there.
I noticed Ron was starting to put on a little weight.
I wouldn't say that, would I, Ray? But he sort of likes those peanut butter cups.
Big strikeout there for Pieknik.
A shortstop for the pops out, one out of play. Boyd Dahlman. Made a great play in the last game to preserve their lead to get into this final. Bektik on the mound, making think a little bit here. High fly ball. Shouldn't be too
high,
much.
should be an easy out.
And they
Left
fly
center
that to the
field.
center fielder. So I'll leave one on base after that. Not happy with that. That's Lonnie Swan, the base runner. A shot of the players hustling out to the field. Some of the paraphernalia, the helmets and the bats. No such thing as a wooden bat anymore and all that.
They've become very rare. This should be a dandy 50-50.
I would think so. This is the last one. It usually is the largest draw of the whole tournament, and the crowd is good here. So.
And we didn't get a ticket.
We didn't. Yeah.
I guess
That's all right. It's all the money that we
reduces
make
our
from.
chances of winning.
Yeah. Well, it's all the money we make from Shaw. We really don't.
Well, this is it.
Nice arm, Timmy. We get a shot of Timmy up there. Oh, Tim, that's a great picture over there. We got a soccer player on a basketball court. Multi-sport. Okay, and Jody Henniger ready to deliver his first pitch in the top of the 4th inning. And
Brian Patton up here again. He's the guy you want up there to
start off your inning.
Stir the pot.
He can get things going in a hurry here.
Great leadoff hitter. He can bunt, slap it, punch it through.
Or hit it out of the park. So
or he can give it a ride too.
Multiple choice questions here.
And it looks like he's playing with his left ankle wrapped up there. He had some problems last year.
Get back to Jody Henniger. Easy play.
Good defensive play by Henniger.
Sean Rychuk, the next hitter for this Green Bay All Car team. Jody Henniger.
They'd like to get one guy on here to give Sorensen and Abbott a crack.
Outside. Noticed with Pietnik, he's not working as quick as he did. He seems to be a little...
Well, he's probably a little tired. He's trying to conserve the energy, taking his time. Good pitch.
Good pitch.
Outside and low, breaking away.
Haven't fooled. Set to deliver here, Jody Henniger with this 1-1 count. And another out for
Henniger. That's his style. Keep the ball down, make them hit it on the ground, use the defense. He's not a strikeout pitcher.
And Mark Sorensen, the catcher for this Green Bay All Car Club, coming to the plate.
Sorensen is due. He hasn't hit the long ball this weekend as often as he usually does.
Jody Henniger ready to deliver. First one is down low and outside for a ball. Down low again. Not going to give him anything up.
Not going to give him anything good if he can help it. Same thing with Abbott to follow.
Come on, Mark. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Shot of Jory Henniger, the new pitcher for the Farm Ball Club. Sorensen pops one up, may have a play on it. And
Third baseman has it.
good inning for the
Good inning for,
Farm Tavern
Henniger.
team from Madison. 1, 2, 3. Maybe the game's going to start and tighten up a little bit here, right? As we get into the latter innings. So we're at the top of the 5th.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winning 50-50 number. A green ticket. 3042-236. 3042.
Just calling out the 50-50 number here.
If you have that ticket, there is $800.
$800 is 50.
I hope my wife bought some.
You're on this diamond.
So the 50-50 draw, they were looking for a little over 6, and they got $800. Good day up here.
On behalf of the Colwell Bankers team and the big brothers and the big sisters of Lanark County, we would like to thank you for your support this weekend in the 50-50 draw.
Stephen King due to top of the batting order, due to lead off this inning.
Leading off for Madison, the top of the 5th inning, center fielder, number 7, Steve King.
Piatek ready to deliver.
Top of the order here for Madison, so this is the inning they'd like to get something going.
Well, Ray, I didn't see your wife jump up and down out there, so I don't think you're...
Could be trouble.
First pitch is down. So we got Piatek ready for his second delivery here. Like I said, he seems to be taking more time out in the mound than I have seen.
He's pitched a lot of ball this weekend, so no doubt he's feeling the effects of that.
So
Good pitch down at the knees.
Again, he's not going to give him. Stephen King, number 7, up the bat for the Farm Tavern team. Watches it into
Okay.
tough to
Good
handle.
start here. He lashes one off the third baseman. And
He's in
aggressive
safely
base
at
running
sec.
into second base. Hit that ball hard.
Second baseman,
See
23, Tim.
the third baseman here for the had a little trouble for the All Car team on that down low.
Yes, ball was hit hard, but he probably should have had it.
Tim Hildebrand up the bat here for the farm team. They're
And
looking
there
to
in
advance him or advance.
He's, costly move there, but again, aggressive base running.
So Adam Smith is slow
Sorensen
getting up
tried
there.
to pick him off at second. The throw was a little off and went through.
So now the farm is sitting with a man on third.
Tying
Nobody
run on
out.
third here, and that's exactly where they like him to be here in this situation. Nobody out. Second place hitter, who's usually a good contact hitter.
Tim Hildebrand. But Pieknik in a tough position here.
He's got to bear down now. Madison would just like to see either a ground ball through a hole here or a fly ball deep enough to score him.
Pieknik's probably looking for a ground ball in the
He'd like
infield
a
here.
K, actually. Or a pop-up in the infield.
Pietnik. A little high on that pitch.
Tried to get him to chase the high one here.
Two and two count to the batter. Full count.
And that's not really what Pieknik wants to be doing right now. Throwing a lot of pitches out there.
King
at a time
standing
when
on
he's,
third base, waiting to.
Needs to conserve some energy.
Or walks him. So,
Madison shaping up here to have a good inning.
Number 3, Trent Rubley.
Right into the heart of their order. Third, fourth, fifth hitters coming.
not a good situation here if you're a Green Bay thing.
Tim Wall could get up here with some men on base again.
He's sitting here waiting for his pitch. Foul ball.
Pitch was inside here, off the handle of the bat, I believe. Interesting to see whether they'll send the runner here or not. Got a first and third situation.
I think he's got good speed. He usually...
Going to have a conference here to talk about that. What the defense will do if he goes. Whether they'll throw through and try and get him, or have it cut off and hope to catch the runner off third.
Yeah, just well, they got to know where everything is going to go.
Everybody's got to be on the same page here.
Again, this is a veteran team. They pretty well know what they're...
They've been in this situation before.
Good pitch. Got him to chase a high one.
Chase the rise ball. Hard to hit those off Pieknik when he gets it up in that zone. Got too much movement.
That's awful hard pitch to lay off, though. That's
up around the eyes. The closer to the eyes, the more tempting it is.
They're going to tried it again. Didn't chase
again,
it this
outside.
Time. Pietnik in a jam here with runners on third and first and nobody out. He got the K that he was looking for.
Umpire said it was on the corner. Hitter didn't think so. It was
Never
close.
do the dangerous hitter up to bat now with Tim Wall. Homered in the second inning.
Yes, Tim Wall, power hitter.
Ball out of here.
Same situation as before, I believe. He had two men on when he hit that ball over the center field fence. He'd like to do it again.
Yes, that would help the cause greatly here. Pietnik's not going to pitch him that pitch, though.
I would think he would want to keep it down here.
Just looking for Wall set for the pitch.
Got the outside corner here. Good pitch. Hard for the hitter to do much with that pitch.
So got a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Strike two on him.
Be interesting on this one. Wall set for the pitch coming from Pietnik. Drives it. Run crosses.
Scored the run and tied it.
Tied the game up, and they got the man at second base. Tried the double play, but close play. So we have another tie ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. Or top of the fifth. I'm sorry, top of the fifth.
Great game here, and they may not be finished yet.
So 2 out with Wall on first. Brian Marty takes a good cut at that first pitch.
Marty had a good rip there, chased a high a rise ball.
Second pitch is in there.
Good pitch, good location. Inside at the knees.
Tall batter. Tough for them to get down.
Hard pitch to do much with that.
Pietnik's back, delivers. Outside, trying to
Goes
get him to
outside
chase one.
again. Pietnik still using all of the zone in there, inside, outside, up and down.
And he throws them at different. He's using the whole repertoire on this.
Inside
2-2
and high.
count. Two and two for the batter.
Throwing a lot of pitches, which can be a problem at this stage in the ball game. He's got to be a little tired.
Little
Off speed.
safe at first. Good block by Smith, but just couldn't get it over to
try.
first base. So Wall on second. And Marty on first with 2 out.
And we got a big stick up again, Jody Henniger. He didn't miss by much last time. Long fly ball.
Yes, he'd be happy to make contact here.
Henniger would like to hit one out of here and give himself a little lead. And he's very capable. Good pitch, outside corner.
Strike one count to Jody Wall, or Jody Henniger. 2 man on, 2 out.
Here it goes.
It's gone out of here.
He got all of that one.
Henniger puts one out of here.
It's not the first time I've seen him do that. Two former teammates from BC playing a little pitch and hit there. Pietnik and Henniger.
Well, Henniger just helped his own cause there.
He sure did. As we said, this has turned into a real slugfest. Great for the fans, though. You don't see a lot of that in this caliber of fastball.
Still no action in the All Car bullpen. I would.
It's an indication that they don't have much left there to throw, I guess.
Well, there was talk that some players had to fly out of here. I'm just wondering if it might have been who they had here. The pitchers. And number 34 is up to bat, Lonnie Swan. Good pitch. Two out, and nobody left on bases.
Clean the bases.
And low pitch got him 3 pitches out of there.
Big inning for Madison here. The big bats come through again. Jody Henniger.
So at the top of 5.
For Madison in the top of the 5th inning, 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 Green Bay error, and no runners left on base.
So we have a score of 8-5 at the top of the 5th inning.
Madison at 8, Green Bay at 5. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. T. Trimble reports to the souvenir pen.
And Jody Henniger walked back to the pitcher's mound. He's got to be a happy man, I would think.
Yes, that should give Henniger a little energy out there.
Even the Seagulls have come to watch this game. Here, Ray.
Yes, they've been attracted in here by some of these missiles they've seen going through the air.
Well, they're all over on the Little League diamond over there, so maybe they got a ball game going on over there.
23 to the airport at 8 in, 8 for 23. And we're moving the right fielder and play second base in the second base, and the guy that's coming is going right field. Okay.
Starting off with a big bat here for Green Bay with Colin Abbott.
And they're doing the draw right now for the Kempville Thunder jacket that the juniors have been selling tickets on here for their trip to Wisconsin for the championships.
Bottom of the 5th inning, right fielder, number 20.
Come on, Abby, come on up! White, come on!
Well, Colin Abbott could put it one run closer here with one swing of the bat.
Right. Green Bay is still not finished here. They have a lot of bats. Henniger doesn't want to give him anything good.
Sitting here with the top of 5 with the Farm Tavern from Madison, Wisconsin, leading the Green Bay All Car 8-5. Fouls one out of here. Long foul ball.
Foul ball, just a strike.
See it go over through the tent and out into the parking lot.
Come on, Abby, come on!
Okay. Chases a low one. Gets a piece of it.
Get by you, that'll baby. Come on, Abby!
And Henniger seems to be cleaning some sand from his glove. Little change-up pitch to the second baseman, and we got one down.
And they're breathing easier, getting Abbott out of there. And a routine ground ball.
Makia up to bat here. Great speed. Get him on base. I'm sure they're hoping he gets on there.
Right, Makia and followed by Adam Smith. Still lots of action to come.
That one got away on Jody Henniger. Sure that Makia is just looking to punch it into a hole someplace.
He'd like to get on base here, get something going here. They need more than one run.
Henniger delivers, low ball. Catcher's looking for it. The umpire makes a great catch back here.
Don't give in, Larry. Come on.
Good shot in. You can even see the people standing behind us here in our broadcast location. Another foul ball. Another low pitch in there. One away. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Batting for the Green Bay All Car is Thomas McKeah. Facing Jody Henniger from the Madison, Wisconsin Farm Tavern team.
Again, trying to work that outside corner here. Make him hit it on the ground.
Hey, get on base here. Come on, get on base now, Larry.
And Jody Henniger ready to deliver to Thomas McKeah. Low pitch. Called him out on strike on a consult with the first base umpire.
Tried to hold up, but went too far.
So 2 down here for the Green Bay All Car. Adam Smith coming to the plate.
Come on, Adam. Come on now. Let's go with 2 here. Let's go 2.
Good pitch from Jody Henniger right down the pipe.
Got Smith looking there. Smith doesn't usually let those good ones go by.
Outside and down low.
Adam would just like to get something going here. Get a man on base in front of Atkinson, who can play long ball.
Two strikes to Adam Smith here. Bottom of the 5th. Jody Henniger's come in here and done an admirable job for the
He's
Farm.
settled things down here.
And a low pitch. Down low.
Adam Smith now is just protecting anything close. He wants to get a piece of it up there. Looks like Smith has recovered from his knee problems last year, which kept him out of action here on the national team.
Come on.
Adam Smith waiting for the delivery. Hits one back up to the shortstop. And 1, 2, 3 inning for Jody Henniger. Always nice to have one of those after a big inning by your own club.
That's right. That's the big help for Madison.
No hits. Madison. No runners left on base. After 5 innings.
See Adam Smith head back to the wicket to get his glove and go to second base.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chemical Thunder Juniors would like to thank you for your support. Their jacket draw. The draw raised for them $450. The winning number for the jacket.
And they're drawing for the jacket right now from the Chemical Thunder Junior team.
58002858. The holder of the lucky ticket may claim the jacket at the white souvenir tent on the first baseline here on this side.
And we're seeing a new pitcher now with Green Bay. The right-hander in the game here.
I can't get a look at his number.
Michael White, I guess. Yes, Michael White is in here now, a New Zealander.
So
Very,
Michael White has
capable
replaced Pietnik on the pitcher's mound. So Chris Darlowell, number 27 for the Farm Tavern, will be the first one to face Michael White.
Michael White, as we mentioned yesterday, was the New Zealand pitcher that...
The first pitch is hit down to the shorts, and he'll be safe at first base.
Nice try by the shortstop, going in the hole.
Tough throw to get any stuff on, going one way and trying to go back the other way with
Very
it.
tough. Made a great effort, but just couldn't get it there in time.
Number 19, Michael Smith. The shortstop, number 19, Floyd Dahlman.
Michael White.
Okay.
Michael White.
And we got the shortstop, number 19 for the Floyd Dahlman.
A little chin music there from Michael White. Michael White, as I was saying, was the New Zealand pitcher that beat Canada's national team in the World Championship last year in the U.S. So he's a quality pitcher.
So delivers the pitch. Smooth delivery. He doesn't jump on that mound. He just...
Most of the New Zealanders are very smooth.
Get a good shot of the new pitcher from the for the All Car, Michael White.
Pitching mechanics are very good.
Oh, good pitch.
Good off-speed pitch.
Good shot of the batted for Dahlman, turning off to the side. And strike three, goes down on strikes. One away, one on here in the top of the sixth for the Farm.
Strikes him out, chasing a drop ball.
Stephen King at the plate. White set to deliver. A little off-speed pitch. Can't get him to chase that one.
A little high there. Madison, of course, would like to add to their lead here. Strike at the knees.
At the knees for a strike. A little loop where it could be trouble in there. The shortstop gets underneath and makes a good catch.
Good play. Shortstop McKay, lots of range back there.
Good set of wheels under. As we get a shot of McKee walking back to his position. Two down here, one on for the Farm Tavern team. Don Smith is a new player here, batting in this new position. I believe. Number 8, Don Smith. Oh, hits it. Yeah. Makes another good play just to knock that one down.
That's right. Hit the ball hard. Shortstop knocked it down. Couldn't do anything else with it.
So again, the Farm Tavern starting here with 2 on. Trent Rudley is a batter here. Trent Rudley, I should say. Wearing number 3. big, tall first baseman. Foul one going down the left field. He may have a play on it, and he's
Left
out of
fielder
there.
catches
So,
it. Foul territory.
so at the end of that inning, so bottom of the sixth, time running out here for the Green Bay team. Get back in the game in this inning.
On behalf of Lanark County,
Going, they just announced the names of the winners for the 50-50 draw, and they're from St. Catharines. So it's going down the list over there. They're from all over the place. They're from Halifax, down in the States. And I think there was only a couple of winners from locally around here.
thanks to everyone.
They come from far and wide here. And if they win that kind of money, they may come back.
Oh, that's true. I was talking to a couple of people that were from down on the East Coast. They make this trip every year. It's one of the best ball tournaments they go to.
Yes, it's gained a reputation. Certainly it's a premier fastball tournament in Canada, and certainly one of the top 2 or 3 in North America.
And number 5 is up to bat for the Green Bay All Car, hoping to start things off here. Ray Atkins will be the first to face Jody Henniger in this inning.
Green Bay has got to get something going here again.
Pitch from Jody is a little high, but it missed her mic, so that's a good sign.
Rise ball got away on him that time.
Atkins set at the plate. Jody delivers in there for a strike.
That one was right down the pipe.
1-1 count. Atkinson will take any way to get on here at all. Number 5 for this.
Any way to get on, they have to get some runs.
Jody Henniger's been pretty good at keeping them off their game plan here.
He's done a good job here, making them hit it on the ground.
And hit to the shortstop. Your boy Dahlman makes the play for first baseman Trent Rubley for 1 out. Well, they'd like to get this guy on. He's got speed. He can bring it around in a hurry. Terry
Yes,
Chalice at the.
They're running out of time, so they have to get some people on base here and make something happen.
Pitch hitter, I believe, in the on-deck circle.
Come on, TC. Keep that runner on, man. Come on. Come on, Kelly. Come on.
Jody Henniger ready to deliver to Chase. Punches
There's a shot in the gap.
Stretches it into a double.
Aggressive base running again. Chalice, good wheels.
We see the umpire and a little tap from Chalice.
And that's exactly what they needed. We have a pinch hitter coming in here in the DP spot.
Adding in place of Conley, number 44, John Heathner.
And John Heapner has entered the game for the Green Bay All Car. They'll try to give them a
Groundskeeping needed out here, second base.
sometimes those bags come loose when the slide in there. And you see them working away here on the bag. They're tapping the bag down into place. Again, the ground's true right on top of it, right there to fix things up. A couple of guys have decided to leave. I believe they're from the one of the midget club that was here.
I'm not sure. The prizes have gone all over Canada this weekend.
Yes, they have.
Indication of the origins of the people who come here to this tournament now. All parts of Canada and the United States as well.
As they continue to work on the bag out here, they're still having problems with it. It's interesting that they took the signs down, you notice, for the signs on the fence, so to make sure that everybody had good sight lines for this game.
Exactly. That's good job. Well done, because that was a problem for some of the spectators, and I'm sure they appreciate there. It just shows, again, a touch of class and how Neil looks after every detail, make sure that people are comfortable and they have good sight lines to see the ball games.
Now we have a little, Jody Henniker's doing a little work to the pitching mound down there.
Taking a few rocks out here, or
I think
maybe
he's digging a few rocks out. What we'll do is break for a few minutes.
He just
and we'll be right
destroyed
back.
the hammer as well.
And we'll take our break now, right now.
This game is sponsored in part by Hershey Canada, the makers of O. Henry. Check out this family trio: O. Henry Original, O. Henry Peanut Butter, and O. Henry Chocolate Fudge. Hershey Canada, makers of the complete line of O. Henry chocolate bars and other favorites, and proud sponsors of Shaw Cable 10's coverage of the 1997 Perth Fast Pitch Shootout.
And we're back here to Common Park after all the repairs to the pitcher's mound and second base, ready to go here. And we have pitch hitter is up to bat, John Hebner.
Pitcher's inside and he lines it foul. Green Bay would dearly love to push a couple of runs across here.
Yeah, they would. They could get a couple or even one right now to get themselves back into this ball game here. Shows bunt.
Tried to lay it down there, but it was breaking away. Good pitch on the outside corner.
Yannick making a good pitch to him. Terry Chalice at second base for the Green Bay All Car. And he goes down swinging.
Gets some big out there.
Two gone. And
Strike at the knees.
Chalice standing at second base, and Brian Patton coming to the plate.
Well, Patton is a good contact hitter. This is what they need here. Single to get that run in.
Jody Henniker ready to deliver the first pitch. And Patton down to second base, and three up. Three out is made.
Good inning for Madison.
So after 6 complete innings, the score is 8-5 for the Madison, Wisconsin Farm Tavern over the Green Bay All Car. 5. Michael White on the pitching mound. Well, it was an inning that they could have got back into the game.
That was
right now they're behind
a
it.
chance. It might be their last chance. We've got one more crack, but they had the opportunity there with runners on base. Couldn't cash him in. And now they have to face Tim Wall.
Not an enviable task right at the top of the inning, being down 3 runs and having to face him.
He could add to the Madison total here pretty quickly.
He's hit 2 home runs in this game already. Got to be considered for MVP, I would think. Right call. Tim not quite happy about that.
No. But he usually only needs one good one.
And
Got him with the off speed.
so he's down 2 right off the bat here. Tim Wall, number 6 for the catcher for the Farm Tavern, Madison, Wisconsin team. Punches
Good piece
one
of
into the
hitting
hole.
there. Just punches it. 2 strikes on him, even though he's a power hitter. Just punches it, hits it where it is, takes him the other way.
That's why he's a good hitter.
That's
that
why
he
he's a
is.
great ball player. Didn't
Brian
try to pull it.
Brian Marty, the hitter for the Farm, on the plate. Michael White set to deliver. Set to deliver his first pitch here. Bunt right down the line. Good play.
Good bunt, moves him over.
Tim Wall now standing on. Tim Wall is now standing on second base for the.
With 1 out, the pitcher, number 13,
Looking to add to their lead.
Henniger, he'd like to go downtown again here and give himself a little more of a cushion.
Michael White set to deliver to his counterpart from the Farm Tavern, the Madison, Wisconsin team. That's a fair distance to travel, ready to play ball.
Yes, they've come a long way, although Michael White came a lot farther than that. He's from New Zealand. He plays in Green Bay in the summer, along with Thomas McKee, the shortstop.
Michael White ready to deliver here, and it's outside.
And he's trying to be careful with Henniger here, keep it down and away from him. They don't want to get it in Henniger's power alley, as he showed last time as he launched one.
Yes, he wouldn't one. Made the mistake. Hit to Adam Smith, and he is out.
Hard to hit him past Adam Smith.
That's true. He's got great range both ways. But he advances Tim Wall over to third base.
With 2 out, second baseman, number 34.
And 2 out here, and the second baseman, Lonnie Swan, has come to the plate. Set to deliver here. First pitch to him is a strike down. Up and little outside on that. High. Trying to get him to chase that pitch.
Off-speed pitch. White wanted that one.
2 gone here in the top of the 7th inning. Lonnie Swan looking to cash in this run. Good pitch.
And he throws on the off-speed again.
Tim Wall standing at third base, waiting to. Gets it over to Smith. And
Adam Smith
that's
turns his head and picks up another one.
It's an interesting catch. He turned his head on that one.
Just trying to make it interesting.
So we have an interesting. It's Green Bay's last swat at it here. They're having a little meeting over here.
Yes, it's do or die time.
Little last chit chat at it here.
They need 3 here to tie it up.
And if there was a club in this tournament that could do that,
It's this club. They've got the bats.
But like I said before, Henniger's done a great job with them.
He has.
Coming in.
Just keeping the ball down, mixing it up, making them hit it on the ground most of the time. But they're in the heart of the order here. Sean Reichik and followed by Sorensen, Abbott, and Makia.
Not an enviable task.
They're in tough. Those are the guys you want up there.
And we see the pictures of the flags flying here.
If they can get a couple of guys on here, it will be very, very interesting.
See some of the seagulls that are flying around here. There's a fan that's sitting with interest. And we're to get anything they can in this inning. First pitch is in for a strike.
Starts him off with a strike. Wants to get ahead of the batter. They would dearly love to get this first out here and not have to face Sorensen and Abbott with somebody on base.
Yes, he's got his work cut out for him this time.
Yes, he's going to earn it here. He's going to have to get 3 or 4 of their best hitters. High
And
fly
fly
ball.
ball.
Should be a routine out here.
The field has it back by the warning tracks, but 1 gone. Green Bay down to their last 2 chances here.
Took him deep, but not quite deep enough.
Mark Sorensen, the batter, at the plate. Not an easy out by any means.
Keep it going here. Come on.
Several tough outs to go here if he doesn't get Sorensen.
This one over to the shortstop, our second baseman, and 2 gone here quick.
Hit it hard, but again, good play by the second baseman. And he'd like to finish it up here with Colin Abbott.
He's kept his pitches down, which makes it very difficult for them.
That's his game. If he gets up, he's in trouble.
Good pitch. Down low. Don't think he
Low
was looking for
outside
that
corner. That's about the safest place to pitch Colin Abbott. Tried to go again, a little bit lower.
Good shot of the batter. Colin Abbott.
Good piece of hitting there, right to the into the hole.
They're still not done, this team.
Abbott put the home run swing away that time with 2 out. Just hit it hard up the middle.
The 2 out, the shortstop, number 16, Thomas McKee.
Thomas McKee is the batter here, trying to continue.
He needs to do the same thing, hit it hard in the hole out there. They need 3 runs here, 2 won't do the job, so.
First one's in there for a strike.
Come on now, Larry. Come on now. Come on, Larry.
I think Jody Henniger would like to end it here if he could.
He would sure like to end it here. That could be trouble.
Foul ball.
Just foul.
Over the fence, but foul ball.
Makia hits it hard. Just curved foul.
Makia walking back into our camera angle here. That would have been rather interesting.
Would have been very interesting. Back to a 1-run ball game.
Right now, he'd take any hit. And that's it. Ball game.
And that's the
We
ball
have
game.
the new 1997
Swinging for the downs.
champions for the shootout. The Farm Tavern from Madison, Wisconsin.
A real offensive battle here. Lots of big bats, tired pitchers, and treated the crowd to some long ball.
Well, as we see both teams congratulating each other.
Yeah, these fellows might be playing each other again tomorrow night down in Wisconsin.
Way to go, you guys. Come on, Rodney.
Pretty happy club. It's
Yes, I don't think Madison was the favored team by any means coming in here.
how
People
many
were
times
talking
have we
about
seen that in this? It's
Tampa Bay and Green Bay, and Victoria certainly were some of the favorites. So they're happy to go out of here with $6,000 in prize money and the prestige of winning the first shootout.
Well, it's been a great weekend of baseball here, and Madison are full value for their win.
They've been very impressive. I saw them in the first game on Friday and was impressed with their hitting at that time, and they certainly have carried it through the weekend.
Well, the final score in this game was an 8-5 for the Madison, Wisconsin team, the Farm Tavern. And I'd like to thank you, Ray, for the job you've done, and thanks to the crew. They did a great job on the camera work tonight as we see people leaving Conlon Park. And to everybody, goodbye.
While in Perth at the shootout, Shaw Cable production office facilities were provided by Luxury Motorhomes of Carlton Place. Call Barry Devereaux at 1-800-866-7677 for information on Triple E and Topaz recreational vehicles. Call Luxury for all your motorhome needs.